समाचार सेवा प्रभाग से प्रस्तुत है कार्यक्रम परिक्रमा।
नमस्कार। हमारी स्टूडियो की घड़ी में शाम के ठीक 4:30 बजे हैं और ये समय है आपके अपने न्यूज मैगजीन कार्यक्रम परिक्रमा का, जिसमें हम आपके लिए लेकर आते हैं वो सारी जानकारी जिनका आपसे है सरोकार। श्रोताओं, आधे घंटे के इस कार्यक्रम में राष्ट्रीय और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समाचार होंगे। चलेंगे अपने क्षेत्रीय संवाददाताओं के पास और जानेंगे कि क्या कुछ खास है उनके पास। इसके अलावा खेल गतिविधियों पर भी रहेगी हमारी नजर और हम करेंगे उन विशिष्ट व्यक्तियों को भी याद जिनकी आज है पुण्यतिथि, जयंती या जन्मदिन। तो श्रोताओं, परिक्रमा के इस अंक के साथ मैं हूं वैष्णवी और मेरे साथ है मेरी सहयोगी शगुन चोपड़ा। शगुन, आपको भी मेरा नमस्कार।
Namaskar Vaishnavi, Namaskar. Good day everybody, all our listeners. Well, you are welcomed to our program Parikrama on 100.1 FM with Shagun Chopra and Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi was telling us about the program. Well, a selection of news, our discussion segment Dateline India, and then we'll also give you reports and our tribute section at the end of the program. It's very interesting. So you have to stay tuned with us for the next roughly half an hour. Listeners, stay tuned with us. And all of this will happen over the next 30 minutes. I'm telling you, it's going to be very interesting. First, we'll begin with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveils multiple projects worth over 42,000 crore rupees for agriculture and allied sectors. Also launches PM Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana and Mission for Atmanirbharta in pulses.
रेलवे त्योहारों पर यात्रियों की भीड़ को देखते हुए नई दिल्ली के बाद 76 और स्टेशनों पर स्थायी होल्डिंग एरिया बनाया जाएगा।
NDA leaders continue hectic parleys to finalize seat sharing for Bihar Assembly elections.
राष्ट्र आज लोकनायक जयप्रकाश नारायण और नानाजी देशमुख को उनकी जयंती पर श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर रहा है।
Listeners, now this is our segment Dateline India. Well, first, let us talk about International Day of the Girl Child. So every girl, everywhere, deserves equality, opportunity and dignity. Well, no negotiations there. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said that.
जी बिल्कुल शगुन, मैं यहाँ पे मिशेल ओबामा की एक कथन यहाँ पे बताना चाहूंगी, क्योंकि हम अक्सर से देखते आए कि मिशेल ओबामा जो है वो महिलाओं और बालिकाओं के लिए समर्थन में हमेशा से खड़ी रही हैं। तो उनका ये कहना है कि लड़की को सबसे बड़ा उपहार जो आप दे सकते हैं वह है शिक्षा, क्योंकि यही उसके भविष्य की कुंजी होगी। इस दिन का उद्देश्य बालिकाओं के अधिकारों की रक्षा करना, उन्हें शिक्षा और स्वास्थ्य के अवसर प्रदान करना और समाज में उनकी स्थिति को मजबूत करना है। ये दिन बालिकाओं के प्रति भेदभाव और हिंसा के खिलाफ जागरूकता बढ़ाने के लिए भी मनाया जाता है।
Well, rightly said, Vaishnavi. Michelle Obama, she also said that you should always prefer books over anything else, and her ideas I genuinely like. So, listeners, International Day of the Girl Child, it is a day that belongs to everyone who cares about girls and also their rights. Today, we come together to recognize and advocate for the full spectrum of girls' rights.
1995 में बीजिंग में विश्व महिला सम्मेलन में सभी देशों ने सर्वसम्मति से बीजिंग घोषणा पत्र और कार्य प्रणाली को अपनाया, जो न केवल महिलाओं बल्कि लड़कियों के अधिकारों को आगे बढ़ाने का अब तक का सबसे प्रगतिशील घोषणा पत्र है। बीजिंग घोषणा पत्र लड़कियों के अधिकारों का विशेष रूप से आह्वान करने वाला पहला घोषणा पत्र है।
How interesting. So, Vaishnavi, on December 19, 2011, United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution to declare October 11 as the International Day of the Girl Child to recognize girls' rights and the unique challenges which, well, girls face around the globe.
जी श्रोताओं, लड़कियां हमारे भविष्य की वाहक हैं, फिर भी उन्हें अपने अधिकार और विकास के लिए गंभीर चुनौतियों का सामना करना पड़ता है।
जी,
ये उनकी अपनी पूरी क्षमता तक पहुंचने और विकास को गति देने की क्षमता को कमजोर करता है।
Also, recognizing the potential that girls hold for the future, numerous efforts they have been made, and they have made an impact on improving the situation of girls. It is important to take stock of the progress of all the investments in girls to inform future interventions. So this year's theme, as shaped by girl-led organizations and networks, it is The Girl I Am, The Change I Lead, Girls on the Front Lines of Crisis.
दुनिया भर में लड़कियां आज की सबसे बड़ी चुनौतियों का सामना करने के लिए आगे आ रही हैं। इस वर्ष का विषय है उन लड़कियों की शक्ति, नेतृत्व और साहस का सम्मान करता है जो कठिनतम परिस्थितियों में भी बदलाव ला रही हैं। ये दुनिया को याद दिलाता है कि लड़कियां असहाय नहीं हैं, बल्कि वे प्रगति की नायिका है।
Yes, Vaishnavi, and the theme, we will emphasize on that a bit more. This calls on everyone, governments, be it families and be it societies, to listen to girls' voices, trust their ideas, and also support their leadership. It's about giving girls the space which is needed to decide, to act and to lead change for themselves and for the others.
शगुन, अगर हम इस विषय के मूल में देखें तो इसमें कहा गया है कि लड़की की सिर्फ रक्षा मत करो, उसकी शक्ति पर विश्वास करो, क्योंकि जब लड़कियां नेतृत्व करती हैं तो दुनिया विकसित होती है और रूपांतरित होती है।
I really like this idea which you shared with our listeners, Vaishnavi. This day it focuses attention on the need to address the challenges that girls face and also to promote girls' empowerment and the fulfillment of their human rights.
हर साल एक नए लक्ष्य पर ध्यान केंद्रित किया जाता है, जैसे शिक्षा, डिजिटल समावेशन या लिंग आधारित हिंसा का अंत। युद्धग्रस्त क्षेत्रों में शिक्षा के लिए खड़े होने से लेकर जलवायु अभियानों का नेतृत्व करने और आपदाओं के बाद अपने समुदाय के पुनर्निर्माण में मदद करने तक हर जगह लड़कियां ये दिखा रही हैं कि उम्र और लिंग नेतृत्व करने के लिए बाध्य नहीं है।
And Vaishnavi, education gives a girl more than knowledge. It gives her the power. A girl who goes to school learns to dream, to decide for herself and to stand on her own feet. She becomes independent, confident and also aware of her rights.
जी बिल्कुल शगुन, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। एक लड़की जब स्कूल जाती है तो उसकी दुनिया विकसित होती है और जब वे आगे बढ़ती है तो वो सबको अपने साथ ले जाती है, अपने परिवार, अपने गांव और अपने देश को। जब ज्यादा लड़कियां शिक्षित होती हैं तो समाज मजबूत होता है, अर्थव्यवस्थाएं बढ़ती हैं और गरीबी कम होती है। ये सिर्फ एक व्यक्तिगत उपलब्धि नहीं है, बल्कि ये एक पीढ़ीगत बदलाव है। एक लड़की को शिक्षित करना कोई दान नहीं है, ये एक राष्ट्र द्वारा किया जा सकने वाला सबसे महत्वपूर्ण निवेश है।
Well, now we are proceeding and today it's also World Migratory Bird Day. Oh yes, how beautiful those sweet sounds and those chirps. Like migratory birds, let us soar across borders and embrace the beauty of unity in nature.
महाद्वीपों के पार एक पक्षी की उड़ान आशा और प्रकृति के जादू का प्रतीक है।
जी, so observed on October 11th, well, the World Migratory Bird Day, this reflects the cyclical nature of bird migration with varying migration periods in the northern and in the southern hemispheres.
शगुन, ये अभियान जो है ये वन्य प्राणियों की प्रवासी प्रजातियों के संरक्षण पर कन्वेंशन, अफ्रीकी यूरेशियन प्रवासी जल पक्षी समझौता, अमेरिका के लिए पर्यावरण और पूर्वी एशियाई ऑस्ट्रेलियाई फ्लाईवे पार्टनरशिप द्वारा आयोजित किया गया है।
Also, the worldwide initiative, it triggers countless educational events uniting people in a common goal to protect migratory birds and their habitats.
सैकड़ों और हजार किलोमीटर की दूरी तक उड़ान भरते हैं ताकि वे भोजन, प्रजनन और अपने बच्चों के पालन पोषण के लिए सर्वोत्तम पारिस्थितिक स्थितियां और आवास ढूंढ सके। पक्षियों का प्रवास एक प्राकृतिक प्रक्रिया है जिसके तहत विभिन्न पक्षी सैकड़ों और हजारों किलोमीटर की दूरी का उड़ान भरते हैं ताकि वे भोजन, प्रजनन और अपने बच्चों के पालन पोषण के लिए सबसे सर्वोत्तम पारिस्थितिक स्थितियां और आवास ढूंढ सके।
Well, right, Vaishnavi. And when the conditions at breeding site, they become unfavorable due to changes in seasons such as temperature, rainfall, migratory birds fly to regions where conditions are better. And these chirps, these tweets and these shrieks which we can hear, they are so wonderful to hear. I have to add that.
बल्कि प्रवासी पक्षियों की आकृति अगर हम देखें और उनकी शरीर रचना उत्तम होती है और जो उन्हें तेज और लंबी दूरी तक उड़ान भरने में सक्षम बनाती है। हालांकि उनकी यात्रा अक्सर थका देने वाली होती है, लेकिन फिर भी वे अपनी मंजिल तक पहुंच जाते हैं।
And Vaishnavi, let me give our listeners an example. The red knot. Well, if you search it on the internet, you will find it, how beautiful the bird looks. This is a 24 centimeter long wader, weighing of around 220 grams roughly, breeds in Siberia and overwinters on the west coast of Africa, and some even they go down to South Africa. The red knot.
जी बिल्कुल। इस प्रवास के दौरान अगर हम देखें तो पक्षियों के शरीर का वजन लगभग आधा वजन का कम हो जाता है, इसलिए प्रवासी पक्षी शायद ही कभी बिना रुके अपने गंतव्य तक उड़ान भरते हैं, बल्कि आराम करने और भोजन करने के लिए या खराब मौसम में बाहर निकलने के लिए अक्सर अपनी यात्रा को बीच में ही रोक देते हैं।
Right, Vaishnavi. And World Migratory Bird Day. It is significant because it raises global awareness, and the day it educates the public on the importance of migratory birds and the complex challenges they face during their seasonal journeys. So this day promotes conservation action as it encourages governments, also NGOs and individuals alike to take real steps like habitat restoration and reducing urban risks to help migratory birds survive.
विश्व प्रवासी पक्षी दिवस की वैश्विक पहुंच है और ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समुदाय के लिए प्रवासी पक्षियों के समक्ष आने वाले खतरों, उनके पारिस्थितिक महत्व और उनके संरक्षण के लिए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सहयोग की आवश्यकता के बारे में जागरूकता बढ़ाने में मदद करने का एक प्रभावी साधन है।
So let us protect their journey and in turn let's protect our planet.
और शगुन, अब समय हो चला है अपने क्षेत्रीय संवाददाताओं से जानने का कि उनके पास क्या विशेष है।
Yes, Vaishnavi, we are beginning here with a unique kind of gathering, telling our listeners about this unique kind of gathering amidst the busy schedule of their successful professional lives throughout the year. Alumni of a renowned school working in various places in the country and abroad, well, the alumni came back to their roots to organize puja by Charyapat Durgotsav Samiti adjacent to Rishi Colony of South Anand Nagar in Agartala. We have a report.
All through the year, they hardly find a way to turn away from their profession. Some of them are doctors at AIIMS, some are scientists with several patents to their name, some are additional district magistrates, while others, after returning home during the COVID pandemic to look after their aged parents, never went back. Alongside being a support for their parents, they have continued their professional duties through the work-from-home system, all the while sincerely trying to contribute to something meaningful for the state. One such initiative has been to reconnect with the roots of Bengali culture. Hence, on the occasion of the puja, they organized the celebration under the banner of Charyapat Durgotsav Samiti for the first time. Inspired by the ideals of Sri Aurobindo, a trust has been established here. The trust runs a free school for children from poor and underprivileged families. On Saturdays, as well as one more day each week, Ajitesh Roy Chaudhuri, one of the key members responsible for the school's upkeep, said that amidst the inevitable changes in the speech and lifestyle of the younger generation, their aim behind gathering here with their families during Durga Puja was to let them feel a touch of the ancient rich cultural heritage.
Naming this collective journey was another exciting challenge. After much brainstorming, Chorjaboda was chosen. The name is deeply evocative. It connects us to the earliest expression of Bengali spirituality and poetry, anchoring us to our roots while inspiring us to carry forward the richness of our cultural traditions. It is not not just a name, but a reminder that our celebration is inseparable from the values, memories, and heritage that define us.
Another prominent member of Charyapad Durga Utsav committee, Orgho Shaha, said,
Anandaniketan, where the festival is held, is a retreat facility built in harmony with nature, using eco-friendly vernacular materials like mud, bamboo, thatch, wood, and stone. The premises also house Sri Aurobindo Integral School, which promotes the ideals of integral education, nurturing mind, body, and soul together. The school presently runs as a kindergarten, providing education to underprivileged children from the local community.
Ordinarily, this rubber plantation covered hilly area lies just about 13 kilometers from the heart of Agartala, near Rishi Colony in South Anandanagar. Under the supervision of the organization formed in the name of a school friend's grandparents, the members provide for the complete educational expenses of children from local underprivileged families. For Parikrama Study, Aditya Datta, Akashvani, Agartala.
और श्रोताओं, अब गोवा की ओर रुख करते हैं। अपनी तरह की पहली पहल के तहत भारत ने गोवा से अंटार्कटिका के लिए एक सीधा हवाई मालवाहक मिशन शुरू किया है, जो देश के ध्रुवीय अनुसंधान कार्यक्रम में एक महत्वपूर्ण मील का पत्थर है। इस मिशन का उद्देश्य भारत के अंटार्कटिक केंद्रों तक आवश्यक वैज्ञानिक और चिकित्सा आपूर्ति की तेज और अधिक कुशल आपूर्ति सुनिश्चित करना है। आइए सुनते हैं ये रिपोर्ट।
In a historic leap for India's polar research operations, the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research (NCPOR) launched a direct air cargo mission to Antarctica from Manohar International Airport in Mopa, Goa. The landmark flight, operated by a Dromland chartered IL-76 aircraft, transported 18 tons of critical supplies, scientific equipment, life-saving medicines, and essential provisions to India's Antarctic stations Mayatri and Bharti. Previously, India's polar operations relied on a combination of sea and air transport, often leading to delays due to complex routing and custom issues. Time-sensitive cargo, including delicate research instruments and perishable medicines, was frequently held up at transit hubs, disrupting research schedules. The new air route eliminates intermediary airports, allowing the cargo to travel directly to Cape Town, South Africa. From there, it will be seamlessly transferred to Antarctic ice runways for delivery to research stations. The flag-off ceremony was presided over by Dr. Thamban Milot, director of NCPOR, who informed Akashvani that
India made a history by sending a cargo for Antarctica all the way from Goa to Cape Town and then to Antarctica. The whole idea about sending dedicated cargo plane arose because the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research situated at Goa, because the new airport in Goa also facilitates such kind of facilities, and the flight which we are utilizing, which is a very old proven cargo plane called the Illusion 76.
The direct air cargo mission is a game changer for India's Antarctic operations, reducing dependence on external network and optimizing logistics for time-sensitive research. Nikhil Upadhyay, Akashvani News, Panaji.
Well, now let's proceed. The recent unprecedented floods in Punjab have not only taken its toll on the livelihood of the affected people and the economy of the state, it has hurt the mental peace of the affected children, well, more than anyone else. They still fear any predictions by the weather department regarding upcoming rains. So, Amritsar-based Guru Nanak Dev University's Department of Psychology, in collaboration with an NGO, Help a Child of India, has recently conducted a psychosocial support session for flood-affected children at a village in the district to know about their fears, safety concerns and future plans, and to in turn help them. So let's listen what Dr. Balbinder Singh, Assistant Professor Psychology, and his team along with the NGO, they have found out.
The intervention by the GNDU and the NGO Help a Child of India provided a crucial mental health support to the affected children who are still coping with what they have experienced in these recent devastating floods. Dr. Balbinder Singh, along with his team of psychology students, engaged with the concerned children. The session focused on helping them process their traumatic experiences through structured activities and psychological first aid principles. During the interaction, the team observed that while all children children showed signs of trauma, girls exhibited relatively higher anxiety levels than boys. When the children were asked to draw with whom they feel secure during such crisis, most of them made a caricature of their father and some of them made a sketch of their mother as well. However, a hopeful discussion emerged when children shared their future aspirations. They expressed their dreams to become army personnel, doctors and IAS officers, demonstrating remarkable resilience and never-say-die spirit despite their recent hardships. Dr. Balbinder said that more such counseling sessions are required to be conducted for such children to help them get out of the traumatic experiences before they make permanent scars on their young minds. For Parikrama, this is Rajesh Bali from Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
Let's now provide you sports updates. In the ICC Women's ODI Cricket World Cup, England were 110 for 3 in 22 overs against Sri Lanka at R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo, Sri Lanka, when reports last came in. Earlier, Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to bowl first. Sri Lanka have made one change to their lineup, with Nevmi Vihanga coming in for Achini Kulasurya, and while England, they are playing with the same team that featured in the last match.
अब हम याद करेंगे महान स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को और अब बात करेंगे उन महान व्यक्तियों की जिनकी आज है पुण्यतिथि, जयंती या जन्मदिन.
In today's episode, we celebrate the life and struggle of freedom fighter and towering political leader Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan, who was born on this day, 11th of October in 1902.
Popularly referred to as JP, he accepted the way of non-violence for social reconstruction, such as Bhudan and Gramdan, and used non-violent revolution during emergency period of 1975 to 1977 to bring about Sampoorn Kranti, that is, total revolution to save democratic values.
During the freedom movement, Jayaprakash Narayan did not strongly believe in the philosophy of non-violence. He accepted the violent way of revolution for freedom movement and established Azad Dasta, which was a group of revolutionaries for freedom movement.
He believed that the discussion on violence and non-violence is meaningless, and both are good in the reference of freedom movement. However, later he became an ardent Gandhian and devoted his life to non-violent revolution for social reconstruction, which is called Sarvodaya movement. The works of Jayaprakash Narayan, which were based on Gandhian philosophy, prove that Gandhian philosophy remains relevant in the present context. We salute JP's undying spirit of love and dedication for the nation.
We also remember freedom fighter and captain in the Indian National Army, Abbas Ali, who left us on 11th October 2014. Abbas Ali was born in Khurja, Bulandshahr district of Uttar Pradesh on 3rd of January 1920.
He belonged to a family of freedom fighters, and one of his grandfathers, Rustam Ali Khan, was hanged in Bulandshahr district in Uttar Pradesh after the First War of Indian Independence in 1857.
When Shahid-e-Azam Bhagat Singh was hanged on 23rd March 1931, Abbas Ali was just 11-year-old, but he participated in a protest march. He joined Naujawan Bharat Sabha, the organization founded by Bhagat and his colleagues, and later, while studying at Aligarh Muslim University, he became member of the All India Students' Federation and joined the British Indian Army in 1939 with the motive of revolt.
In 1945, when Subhash Chandra Bose called for revolt, he left the British Army and joined the Azad Hind Fauj.
Later, he fought with the British Army in Arakan, now Rakhine state of Myanmar, but when the Japanese surrendered before the Allied forces, Abbas Ali was also arrested along with 60,000 fellow soldiers of INA. He was put in Multan fort along with 3 of his colleagues, tried, court-martialed and awarded the death sentence in 1946. However, when India gained independence in 1947, he was released and became politically active. Captain Abbas Ali died 7 years ago, but his spirit to serve the motherland will continue to inspire the future generations. We salute his love for the nation.
आज पुण्यतिथि है एक ऐसे फिल्मकार की जिनकी कल्पना ने हिंदी सिनेमा को नई धड़कन दी और जिनकी विरासत आज भी पर्दे पर गूंजती है। हम बात कर रहे हैं गुलशन राय की। उन्होंने 180 से अधिक फिल्मों का वितरण किया, जिनमें से 40 ने सिल्वर जुबली मनाई। 1970 में उन्होंने फिल्म उत्पादन कंपनी त्रिमूर्ति फिल्म्स की स्थापना की और पहली फिल्म जॉनी मेरा नाम बनाया, जो व्यावसायिक सफलता साबित हुई। गुलशन राय ने यश चोपड़ा के साथ मिलकर सुपरस्टार ब्लॉकबस्टर फिल्में निर्मित की, जैसे दीवार, कभी कभी, त्रिशूल। उनकी उपलब्धियों में पद्मश्री पुरस्कार और दीवार के लिए फिल्म फेयर सर्वश्रेष्ठ फिल्म पुरस्कार भी प्रमुख शामिल है।
How wonderful. We were telling you about Gulshan Rai. Now, listeners, today we'll also talk about Daryl Franklin Hall. Well, the rock, R&B and soul singer, best known as the co-founder and principal lead vocalist of Hall & Gates. This is his band with guitarist and songwriter John Oates. So the name of his band, Hall & Oates, he has created, released 6 solo albums, and his singles, they are best-selling, one of which is Dreamtime. The song we are listening to is another of his great creations. Let's listen in. Listeners, we were telling you about Daryl Hall. So, today, listeners, it's a wonderful celebration today because today it's Amitabh Bachchan's birthday.
आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंगें हैं, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास?
Oh wow, what a voice!
जी बिल्कुल, ये दमदार आवाज जो आपने सुनी और ये काफी मशहूर डायलॉग बल्कि जो आपने सुना वो बॉलीवुड के शहंशाह अमिताभ बच्चन की थी। आज बॉलीवुड के महानायक 83 वर्ष के हो गए। 11 अक्टूबर 1942 में प्रयागराज के एक साहित्यिक परिवार में जन्मे, जहां पिता हरिवंश राय बच्चन की कविताएं घर की दीवारों से गूंजती थी। लेकिन अमिताभ ने न सिर्फ कविताओं को जिया बल्कि सिनेमा को नई ऊंचाइयों पर पहुंचाया।
Well, yes, considered as one of the greatest. Well, सदी के महानायक, शहंशाह of Bollywood, his cinematic career, it spans over 5 decades. जो जाएगा वो मुक़द्दर का सिकंदर, वो मुक़द्दर का सिकंदर जाने मन। 4 दशक से अधिक समय में हिंदी फिल्म उद्योग पर छाए सहस्त्रवादी के महानायक को एंग्री यंग मैन के रूप में याद किया जाता है। आज भी 83 वर्ष की उम्र में वे सबसे व्यस्त कलाकारों में से एक हैं।
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जिंदगी तेरी जुल्फों की नरम छांव में गुजरने पाती तो शादाब हो भी सकती थी। ये रंजो गम की स्याही जो दिल पे छाई है तेरी नजर की शुआओं में खो भी सकती थी, मगर ये हो न सका और अब ये आलम है कि तू नहीं, तेरा गम, तेरी जुस्तजू भी नहीं। गुजर रही है कुछ इस तरह जिंदगी जैसे इसे किसी के सहारे की आरज़ू भी नहीं। न कोई राह, न मंजिल, न रोशनी का सुराग, भटक रही है अंधेरों में जिंदगी मेरी। इन्हीं अंधेरों में रह जाऊंगा कभी खोकर। मैं जानता हूँ मेरी हमनफस, मगर यूं ही कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है।
Well, such a veteran. What can I say about his voice? His voice speaks for himself, his work, his films and his voice narration. In fact, he has gained popularity because of that as well. And his acting, his roles, they have been top grossing, and his films, they in the mid-70s. Well, if I tell you about his films, Diwar, Sholay, Kabhi Kabhi, Hera Pheri, and there are many others. We have a very interesting song which I really like. Let's listen in. मेरे अंगने में तुम्हारा क्या काम है, जो है नाम वाला, अरे जो है नाम वाला वो ही तो बदनाम है। मेरे अंगने में तुम्हारा क्या काम है।
अमिताभ बच्चन ने अभिनय, फिल्म निर्माण और गायन जैसे कई क्षेत्रों में अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाई है। उनकी बहुमुखी छवि बॉलीवुड की शान है। शगुन, अगर हम देखें तो होली में हमेशा एक गाना हमेशा से अमिताभ बच्चन का बजता आया है। आइए सुनते हैं वही गीत।
Yes.
अरे रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली, रंग बरसे, 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 रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली।
Well, what can we say about him? He was educated, let me tell our listeners a little bit about that, at Sherwood College, Nainital, Uttarakhand, and also Kirodimal College, the University of Delhi. His film career, it started in 1969. His career, it started as a voice narrator, and since then, he has played so many roles and he has displayed so many emotions, one of which is displayed in this song.
तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना, तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना, फूलों में कलियों में, सपनों की गलियों में, फूलों में कलियों में।
We wish him a very, very happy birthday.
जी बिल्कुल। और श्रोताओं, अब समय हो चला है आपसे अनुमति लेने का, तो इजाजत दीजिए वैष्णवी और शगुन को परिक्रमा कार्यक्रम यहीं पर समाप्त करने का। नमस्कार।